This is how you should study. I made studying fun in the way that I remember I was even taking classes from the math department in first year. As a human being, you should have something we call a growth mindset. Once you are here, your focus should be just academics. No. No.
Okay.
Once you are here, your focus should be growth. I was afraid of people in some sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've written many articles.
Yeah.
How many so far?
About 7.
7 articles. Wow.
It was my curiosity and my intentions and also God.
Okay.
And then my parents, I had a very good support system. So that really helped.
Curiosity made him discover himself. Instead of following the masses, he forged his own path, writing his destiny with his own hands, I may say. He stretched himself in every stage of his life, making him unlock his leadership and business prowess. He is just an embodiment of intelligence, great leadership, business, and excellence. Listening to him will definitely unlock the part of you you never knew existed. Just stay tuned.
Welcome to the Ranks channel, and today we promise to bring you nothing but the best. And as we always bring you people to inspire you in walks of life, today too we have this gentleman here and going to inspire us a lot. And I've been following him for some time now, so I have a strong record, and he's one of the prominent people that we have to hear from. And as myself learning, as young as I am, you get it, I would also learn from prominent people who have gone the extra mile in life, so that together we can make the society a better place. So welcome once again.
Thank you very much. I mean, it's an honor to be on the show. I mean, I was so excited when you talked to me that people are requesting to hear from me, and I was like, wow. I mean, at least I have something to share. So,
yes, I had recommended. People were recommending that I should put you on the show because they want to hear from you.
Okay.
And I really like that. You see, when you do something, people actually recommend. It means that what you were doing was
glory to God.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, for the people who are recommending you, I think they know you, but they don't know everything about you.
Yeah.
Okay. And some people too who are seeing for the first time wants to know who the person that we are talking with, who is he. So can you give us like a fair background about yourself so that we know you?
Okay. Well, and so actually, my name is Prince Oduasare, but most people in the Department of Physics know me as Photon K. So some people call me Photon. So I was the president. So I'm the recent president. I succeeded from President Ransford. So I am the recent president. I finished my tenure in September. That's in 2025. So I was the past president, and then I was doing applied math, and then I mean those are some of the things I think some people were interested about in me. So that's how people knew me, from applied math, presidency. I think that's it.
So yes. So he was the president that came after I was the president. I think that people don't know I was the president of the department, but I was the department president.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, and based on what you are saying, it means that you are actually into the leadership aspect of life and also academic.
Yeah.
And one thing is that the mathematical aspect, being the science field, doing all these things, combining leadership, also finishing school with first class. You actually finished with first class, and his CW is very high. And you see, if you are watching this video, I think whatever he's going to tell you here, you should really listen. He's part of those guys that you really see them doing the work, but you see the results. Okay. And I think that's one thing that you have to. Yeah. So if you can take us through how your whole journey started from infancy, rising up, the challenges that you met and all of that. If you can take us through.
Well, if you would ask me, I was very normal though.
Okay.
I'm not as let me say exceptional as maybe some people might think, because I remember I was not necessarily ever first in class.
Okay.
I was not like a genius from birth or something like that. That's the honest truth.
Okay.
I remember I have an article on Medium. I've titled it "Physics and Me: A Love Story."
Okay.
And that one, I tell my story from how I fell in love with physics and all that kind of things. So it was a gradual, intentional process. So I won't say like I was an upright genius from birth. It was my curiosity and my intentions, and also God.
Okay.
And then my parents, I had a very good support system. So that really helped, because from that support is when I started building up a certain interest in a particular field. So from infancy, I will not say I was exceptional. Okay. But when I came to SHS 2, so I went to Presec Legon.
Okay.
And then in SHS, there's so much pressure. So we had to do like some sort of specialization. Everybody had a particular place that they were so good at. In my class like this, I was in class F. It's like it was deemed like the second best class because they, according to aggregates from BC, they would arrange you in starting from E. So E, they had aggregate 6 and the rest. Part of them will come to F and it continues like that. So it was like sort of the best class, although it's not like, I mean, when we do quiz competition and stuff, that's where you know the real best class. But from that place, in my class, everybody had a specialty. There were a group of people, when it comes to biology, masters. Some good group of people, chemistry, masters. But what I realized was that not everybody was really a master of physics. So that is like, it piqued my interest. Hey, I'm in class with all these brilliant minds. And then somehow physics seems to hit them. What is physics about? So that's when my curiosity started building up. That's when my curiosity. And before I started reading about it, going to the library in SHS to mainly for physics. I was reading things not in the physics curriculum, just for the fun of it, not for exams. I was just curious. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not so in class, not like I was scored the highest grade, or I was just curious about physics and reading, learning, and things like that. And then, by God's grace, I came to university. That's where my leadership journey actually came forth.
When you came to university?
When I came into the
university. But before we even go to the university, you see, the university you just reopened. Legon, Care University, other universities. And one thing is that most of the students from the SHS level, they are curious about certain things, but they don't know where to even find how their curiosity can be useful. So normally they choose programs that they don't even have interest in. You were curious in, want to understand the environment, how the physical things happen, so you try to read physics. But why not like go into the engineering aspect but wanted to do physics? Why?
My goodness. I had nothing, I had no interest in medicine. Because my parents did advise me or like push me to do medicine. Because while I would say I'm not exceptional, I was actually quite good. If you're ranking people in the class, I would be always like around 3rd, that kind of. So it's but all those people were actually also interested in us in this particular field, but none of them wanted to do the sciences, like maybe biological science or chemistry alone or physics. They were all pushed to do an applied science. I want to choose my words carefully, but I detested the applied sciences. I felt like they took all the fame where the real fun was in the fundamental sciences. So like I wanted to do something fundamental, ask deep questions, ask the big questions, try to research and find answers, even if it's experimentally or theoretically, but applied necessarily engineering. I remember before making my decision, I mean, I had a lot of opposition. They were like, "You've had aggregate 8. Why are you wasting it?"
You had 8?
Yeah, I had 8.
Wow.
Why are you wasting it? You should have, even if you apply for medicine, fee, pay, and cry, you will get it.
I really want to advise you.
My goodness. I mean, I was glad they were sharing their opinion. But most of the times they were not allowing me to voice out what I had seen physics or even the sciences in general can do. So they were not allowing me to go out and say really what I've seen. Because I remember before making the decision, like final decision that I'll choose physics as my first choice and not engineering, because I was also interested in astronomy stuff. So I was considering aerospace engineering, but I mean, I was not interested in applying. Even the astronomy, I wanted to do research in astronomy, not
What to do the fundamentals?
Fundamentals. Okay. Like I want the fundamentals.
But you see, talking about the fundamentals, you see, some people, especially, I know this video, some of the young students, the freshers are going to watch this video, and
yeah,
some people have chosen the fundamental program like chemistry, physics, mathematics, and you see, normally the society that we find ourselves try to discourage them. They want them to go into the applied parts of the whole thing, like go to the engineering. So what is your take on that? Do you think that if someone has gotten let's say the fundamentals, physics, chemistry, mathematics, the person should carry on, or should try and do something?
My simple answer is yes.
Why?
Be motivated to do anything you want to do.
Okay.
I will not discourage anyone who is like specifically interested in like an applied science.
Okay.
If you are interested in applied science, like you check yourself and you're interested in applied science, then that's fine. But as I said, some people in my class, they wanted to do physics.
Okay.
But because of external influences, some chose petroleum engineering, some chose electrical engineering. And then now they come to text me and ask me that, hey, I've heard that you physics people are doing this thing, so I wish I chose physics.
Really?
It's true. And then it's not like the engineering is trash.
Okay.
But it's like inwardly they wanted to do something, but they've been diverted. So it's like they don't have a certain satisfaction, a certain fulfillment in what they are doing, even though it fetches them the money. They got first class. Those people I'm talking about.
Okay.
So it's not really about passing or anything, but the inward satisfaction. So me, what I really advise is that check inward, and then allow yourself the opportunity to explore, because the opportunities or the things that physics can present, sometimes you may not have even imagined.
Okay.
Because even me that I'm in the field, I always kind of find something new that I'm like, wow, so this place today is physics. I was so intrigued when I was learning about the nervous system, and then I saw that everything about the electrical signals, the brain and all that is physics. I was like,
wow,
I thought biology is like some
so the connections, everything is physics.
It's all physics.
Okay.
Like everything is physics.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? So now, meaning that you could even ask some fundamental physical questions about how the brain works, imaging, and then the rest of and things like that.
Yeah.
And so physics, I mean, be motivated to do the sciences. Fundamental sciences are very important, but Ghana seems to not focus too much on it. And research is fundamental, which paves way for the applied sciences. We want to make new AI. If you don't do research in AI, how do we come up with
it?
So I really think every university student should be motivated to do things like mathematics, do computer science, do biological science, do biochemistry, do physics. Not always come to the College of Science, basically. That's what I'm saying. Because not always College of Engineering, College of Health Sciences.
Oh, they are also important though. Yeah,
very much, but not always. That we shouldn't discourage people who want to do the other science.
But you see, you've been successful on this field because of how you've come a long way. You had the curiosity. You've actually you've proven that you are really good. You became a leader. Combined leadership, so you've actually passed the whole process and you're able to sail through. Okay, but the thing is, most of the people are afraid because I actually did my research when I searched Google for most of the difficult programs, and physics was, I think, the second or the third.
Yeah.
So most people are afraid to do the fundamental because they think that it goes deeper. Unlike the applied that you are just applying what you know, but the fundamentals goes a little bit deeper. Is that true, or that's not the case?
Well, that's actually true. I cannot lie.
Okay.
The thing is that the fundamental part requires a lot of thinking. That's where most people don't like to stress their brain too much. It doesn't mean that the applied sciences don't use their brains to. I mean, it's so amazing to see people actually thought of this fabric or this architecture and then be able to build it up.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing. But in the fundamental, we use a lot of abstract concepts,
Yeah.
and then a lot of thinking, like being able to imagine. The key is imagination in
Yeah. Yeah.
in these
Yeah,
fundamental
Albert Einstein
sciences.
even said,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
because like the thing is that before something has to come to life, there has to be a concept, like conceptualization. So these atoms, these things, they're not necessarily real.
Okay.
It's a concept someone came up with their head, and then it applied and became like it was useful in
Okay.
applying. So I think that's where the difficulty really is.
Yes.
But if you have like some sort of tenacity, like you are willing to devote a great deal of time to studying, to reading, to learning, I mean, it should be fruitful. It should be
Okay.
fruitful.
Okay. So even before we come to the university aspect, you see, I did my own research and I realized that about 90% of the students coming to university, they don't know the program that they are going to do. Some of them, they are just doing because of what the society is saying. Some of them too, they are just doing because of their parents they've told them to do that. Most of them don't actually have the passion to do it. And I think we are going straight into the university so that people who have actually come to university will know how
Yeah,
the
very
whole
important.
process starts, how you can also become successful in every field that you find yourself. But for the benefit of those watching who are from the senior high school, your final words for them, if they also want to pursue any program on K University campus or any other university, what should they do now?
Yeah. Okay. So you've said a lot of things. So let me talk about the SHS students first.
Okay.
So for the SHS students, well, I'm going to tell them that they should keep their options wide enough.
Okay.
They should not narrow down to say things that are already famous. There are a lot of opportunities. My best friend does sociology. You would think, oh, sociology is a Sankwas course. Please, it is the motivation behind that really matters.
Okay.
Why are you doing the thing?
Yeah.
Are you doing it for the fame? Are you doing it because you are naturally interested in it? My friend I'm speaking about was interested in the study of human behavior.
Okay.
And so what course else should he do?
Exactly.
So I mean, really find your real path, and that starts with actually being able to sit and reflect. Most people don't like doing that. Sit down and reflect. What drives me? Why am I in this world? What can I do to cause a change? Then please pursue it. Let people buy into your ideas. Don't always be susceptible to things that are famous, things that people are talking about and are hyping. You can create your own hype. That's what I can say. That's what I can say.
This is so powerful. So you can create your own hype. Okay. So if you are in SHS and you are watching this video, put it in your mind that you have to create your own. You get it. Try and make research. Your time, you are fortunate. During our time, you're not having access to these electrical gadgets, but you have your phones, your laptops that you can do research. So just research and know what you actually want and pursue it. Okay, so now coming to the university, you've actually had this whole curiosity. You've come to the university, university as first year with curiosity. You want to read physics. It's very good, and you understand why you are here. People don't know the reason why they are in the university because they are just following the crowd, as you mentioned earlier. That people are following what is out there. Okay, but you are in the university, and the reason why I'm really interested in this video is that most of the freshers are in.
Yeah.
And I want them to actually watch this video because if someone who is in first year is able to watch this video, follow it really well, know how the journey starts and how the person can be successful, I think he can end up having first class at the end of the 4 years and also know exactly what he wants. Even if the field that he chooses or he chose initially wasn't what he actually wanted, he can actually shape in it to become what he wants to do. Okay, so when you came to university first year, what happened? Were you still interested in your curiosity or you nearly gave up?
Okay, very good question. So, as I said, as a human being, you should have something we call a growth mindset. And growth mindset means that you allow yourself to learn as you go. You've been given a certain program, you've been given a certain course. You probably are not so enthused about it, but I'm sure you have a reason for putting it in your list.
Okay.
Now follow that reason to the end, like push the boundaries, like pursue it. You've been given a certain course. Allow yourself to explore the nature of the course and be moved by it. If really, really after like some months, you think that it's really allow yourself to grow. But if really you don't, then you can give yourself a chance to reset. But if you check and then the opportunities you've gotten from senior course mates, from lecturers and things like that, allow yourself to grow in the course, and then you'll be shocked how far you can go. Pursue it with faith. That's what I'm going to say. What again?
You're using yourself as an example. When you came to first year, what happened?
Okay. So when I came to first year, I was naturally pushed again. I was so enthused. I had read a lot about the program outline from schools like California Technology, Cambridge, Oxford, Princeton, those ones.
Wow.
As I said, from SHS, I won't say I was like the top down. So I was not really interested in saying I'm going to apply to those schools and no, but I was following them to actually get some source of.
So you're actually following universities outside the country?
Yes, their physics department specifically.
Wow, please listen, though, listen. Wow.
The reason was so that I'll motivate myself about the future and how physics is beneficial. So, and then I actually love my country, Ghana. So my real focus was that, let me learn from them and then allow like impact in the littlest way as possible, in the least way as possible. In the people around me, and then little by little we'll be able to grow a nation that is what I want to see. So like that was also part of the reason. And again, as I said, I was not overly relaxed. But a little bit of discouragement I had when I came, because naturally me, I was enthused, was from the surrounding energy.
From the class or?
From the class. I don't know, but most people were seeming to lean into the idea that the physics cry,
after
some people like physics cry was my last choice. Then it will break my heart because I literally chose it as my first.
Really?
I adore the thing so much. Like imagine something, and then people are just like throwing it into the dust like that. That's so it was a little discouraging at first, but I kept motivating myself, and then through little interactions I had, so immediately I had some group of friends. I tried to start the right word. This is not the right way to use a quote, but like trying to start a physics society, mini physics society among them. So we were calling ourselves the geniuses.
Wow.
I was so enthused about physics. It was me, Desmond, Fridolin, Richmond, and then Felicity. So we were just 5. We made t-shirts.
T-shirts?
Yes.
Wow.
We branded ourselves. We have some videos.
Wow. How interesting.
So like that was in first year. So I was like, I have to change the narrative, right? So that was my way of changing it with that small society, that small group of people, trying to motivate each other that physics is really important. We even sent a proposal to Dr. Noy on how to, we wanted to build a magnetic accelerator. A magnetic accelerator, develop a.
But let me get it right. Were you in first year?
We were in first year at that time.
Wow.
It was like 2 months. In first year, we had a strike for 1.5 months. So it was around that time.
So if you are watching in first year, don't wait. People wait. Tell me, I'm just learning. Do something. Do something.
Well, so we tried, but and in the end, it was not really successful because we proposed
the
ideas.
At least you tried.
We proposed the ideas, so it was. Freedom was really interested in rockets making. So right from there is when we started. So, but we wanted to start with the thrust. So, started with motor, and then what do you call it? A magnetic accelerator. Felicity was also involved. She was coming in once in a while. Then Desmond too. So that's what we were. Like,
but were they all like interested in the first aspect, or you drew them to the physics?
I'm sure innately they were also interested. So as I said, they allowed themselves to grow. Maybe originally that was not their plan, but I think Desmond really wanted to do computer science. But or maybe originally that was not their plan. But they allowed themselves to grow, and then because me, I already was like a bit into it. I could push them to like actually. So through that, so actually from there, I was in SHS. I had this kind of leadership mindset though, but I I called myself a Freddy cat.
A Freddy cat.
A Freddy cat because like I mean I was so introverted that I was afraid of people in some sense.
Wow.
Yeah, like I was
You're afraid of people.
like that kind of afraid kind of of people.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, so I had leadership in me, but I mean I was afraid.
So first year that there was not like leadership.
So in first year, that's the only form of leadership would be the one I'm saying that okay. Being able to organize,
Like, yeah.
sort of bet some idea in me that a small scale something I could grow it up, something like that.
Interesting. So,
yeah.
so you mean that first year life wasn't really, you enjoy it in a way because what you had passion, you were at least doing something.
I loved my first year.
You loved your
Second
first year.
semester, but I loved my first year.
Wow. Once we were trying to find their way, you loved your first year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember I was even taking classes from the maths department in first year. So
No, let me get you. You were going for math classes.
yeah, I was going for math classes. So I was.
So once you were a first student, you sneak and go to math.
math class. I was taking abstract algebra. Yeah, when I was
Like seriously.
just for the thrill of it because I wanted to explore. I mean, I loved math and physics. I chose.
So when you go to like, what did the people, did they see you as? Like, we first they don't really know you.
They don't really know us.
So they say, oh, he's part of us.
Part of us. So that's how I was doing.
Hey.
But I was consistent with it.
So how many classes do you attend aside the maths?
So it was just physics and math.
Okay.
I did not attend any other.
Did you attend for long or just
for
one?
long for the whole of first semester?
The whole of first semester.
Yeah, the whole of first semester.
You attended the maths class for the whole of first semester.
For the whole of first semester. It was the second semester that I had a little bit shift because of one or two things, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So fast forward to second year. So how was the whole thing? Now we've realized that
yeah,
you actually want to do something. You want what you are doing.
Yeah, the best of the leadership.
Yes, and you are going for math classes alongside physics. Oh, this word is funny. Like how should you do that? People don't even want to go to class. You are going to class and going to other classes too as well for a whole semester.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. So now second year, what happened?
So the transition from first year to second year is where I was trying to figure out some things in my life.
Okay.
The motivation was okay. The line of thinking was okay, fine. I think I love physics, but how do I actually grow it? That was like the question I was asking, and so I was like, okay, a point of change starts with being an icon or being a leader.
Okay.
So leadership is always about influence.
Yeah.
So if you're in a leadership position, you should make sure you're having a good influence because you have influence. So make sure you're having a good influence on the people around you or the people you are leading. So I saw that okay, if leadership is the point where I could cause a change, why not stretch my idea of leadership? So,
stretch your idea of leadership. As in how?
I told you initially I was so scared.
Okay.
So in any sense, I would have just stuck with my little circle.
Yeah.
But stretch my idea was like, okay, now widen the area and then see how far I can go with it.
So it means you decided to enter into the field of leadership. Wow.
So because I was an introvert, I had to devise a way to be able to build my social skills.
Okay, before we come to that, you see, this is the important part. So let's say you are coming to university, you want to do your program and all that, but I also want to be a leader. But here is the case, you are really scared of people, for instance. You see people when you be running. Yeah. This is the part you have to listen carefully. So how are you able to overcome that?
Yeah. So like I had to learn, it had to be intentional for my case. These are some people, it's a little bit seamless for them when they're interacting with other people.
Yeah, exactly.
They can just come up with it.
Yeah.
But I had to be very intentional. So I watched some videos on communication on YouTube and things like that to try to get some tips. And then
were they helpful?
Yes, because from that I got the idea that okay, to be able to learn or to be able to build on these social skills, I have to start on interactions that force me to Initially, I don't need to talk to you.
Exactly.
So why would I come and talk to you?
Exactly.
But if I have to talk to you, I would find a way to come and talk to you. So my sister and I actually sat to discuss this.
Wow.
And then what we came up with was that, okay, let me start a t-shirt business.
Okay.
When I start a t-shirt business, I'm first to make sales.
Yeah.
So if I have to make sales, won't I be talking to people? Now the t-shirt business is about, I was making physics t-shirts.
Yeah.
So it just is still, so the focus is still physics. So it kind of gives you some sort of way to talk about physics, something that you're comfortable sharing. I can talk about physics 24/7, but other things I was finding difficult. So something that I'm comfortable with, but blended with a little bit of that. So I realized that from that, I'll be interacting with people. Oh, I sell these t-shirts. Oh, I'm friends. Oh, I have plans of becoming a leader. Then I just chip it in and hear their view, and then they'll say, oh, okay, I mean, it fits you. And then I was like, oh, thank you. Then like that kind of thing also boosts your morale, your motivation.
But before we come to that, you see, you were selling.
Yes.
So that was business.
Yeah, that was business.
You were getting money.
I was getting money.
Do you have any business background?
No.
So that one too was like something new.
Something new. Yeah. So I can say I'm adventurous then. I'm quite
but did you along the way, do you think business was like essential? Like if you're an individual and you want to enter into the field of business, was it good?
Oh yes, yes. I mean, most of the freshers should take shyness out of the equation if they really want to, because life in university is costly. I won't lie.
It's costly.
It's costly.
Wow.
So, I mean, if you have a way, unless it would go against the plans you have, but really check your strategy. You have to build or do things strategically.
Okay.
If in first year you can't do it, you can say, I'm pushing it to somewhere in third year. Just plan it properly, that's all.
But it's good to do business.
But it's definitely important. It's not like good. It's important to do business.
Wow.
You would want to learn to support yourself quiet. I mean, learn to support the basic things you do. At least you'll be getting money from your parents probably, but at least a way to support yourself with at least feeding.
Yeah.
So that your parents can take care of other bigger things.
Okay, so it means that business is very important, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you sat down with your sister to come up with a plan. Because I hear like you are doing business and also leadership, two things at a time.
My goodness.
Wow. So did it work out or?
So eventually I had to drop the business.
Wow.
Although I've revived the business again just last year. Doing shoes and staples and things like that.
Okay. So if you want shoes, you're fresh and you want shoes, please contact him. Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to drop the t-shirt business along the way because now it got intense.
Okay.
Now I started pursuing the leadership. So now I got a little bit more comfortable talking to people one-on-one.
Okay.
Now it's hard to go to talking to people in a group.
Yeah.
So I had to force myself that every morning I will go and stand in front of a class of people and then blurt out something. Before that, I remember the night before, I would have to be going up and down in my room rehearsing what to say.
Wow.
Like seriously.
Wow.
It was that serious. It doesn't come naturally to me like that talking to people.
Okay.
So I had to actually put in the work. So that's what I was doing before I'll come and actually talk to them that this is my vision and this is what I'm seeing.
First before.
I practiced almost every time. Almost every time. If I had to do it impromptu, I would have to give myself some time to polish it in my head before. Those kind of things were not coming. But now I have improved a lot.
Yes,
so,
I can tell.
Yeah. But at that time it was really struggle.
Okay. So now I think we have first year, second year. That's the part of the life in university.
Yeah.
So before we come to the latter part, which is the third year and the final year. Now, do you have any one thing that right from SHS to second year you did that you really regretted?
Regretted.
Yeah. In a side of your program, combining business, pursuing leadership, something that really affected you in a way.
I'm kind of person who thinks everything works together for my good.
Okay.
So I won't say I don't have regrets. I have decisions that I probably thought maybe I should have done better.
Okay.
But because of that kind of motivation, that it's all good, because I mean I'm a Christian, I'm a God-fearing person.
Okay.
So I'm someone who like takes these kind of things to heart.
Yeah.
So I know that everything will work together for my good. So if you're talking about regret so much, not really.
Okay.
But there are definitely a certain little. So maybe in my strategy for learning like this,
Okay.
I probably
And you have a strategy for learning.
Yes.
Okay. Can you share, or is because people too want to have a strategy for learning?
So I am my strategy for learning is mostly pictorial. So
Okay.
I have to first get an overview of it. So I watch YouTube videos, try to get an overview
Okay.
before I take books to try to digest. So that's a general strategy that I
Okay,
think is
sure.
important.
Yeah.
That strategy also involves that you teach people,
Okay.
because the more you teach, the more you know you don't know, and then you go ahead to build upon.
Okay.
It's something basic that I think I
Yeah.
can share.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are certain little decisions that, because I realized that also with the geniuses group that
Yeah.
I started, we also with time faded. We sort
okay.
of broke apart, especially the female, because she was the only female. She first broke apart, and then while the males were still together, the second year we separated
Yeah.
because of. So like the motivation for not being able to hold them together might be one thing I may say,
Yeah.
but I feel like in the end it all worked out. It worked out because Fridolin, Richmond, Desmond, we are still a team.
Yeah.
We are still
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
So I still think it was all good.
Okay, so now going to third year. So the second year when you actually started leadership,
Yeah.
were you contesting, or you just going to speak to them just like that?
President Ransford. Okay, so like a funny story, we were rivals. We were rivals in this test and in this quest for leadership.
Yeah, okay.
So that was, I was in second year, and then President Ransford was in
I was in third year. Right? Yeah.
Oh my goodness! But like, I mean, it was fun.
It was fun. It was fun.
I was in introductory stage,
Yeah.
so I was actually willing to learn. So I was giving myself all the exposure I needed.
But can I tell you a secret? You see, you actually gave me a contest. You see, at that time I was like a second comer, and I was the vice president, so becoming a president. And when he gave me a contest, like sometimes I said to him,
I gave you pressure.
why is this person giving me pressure? Because I didn't say, oh, for me,
really?
I can actually win this election. Why he gave me pressure? You got to have to me sit down, stay, like revise on my things. Because I knew it. Yes, for real. But you see, that's why I always advise leaders. Normally, if you want to do something, don't be discouraged. He may think that, oh, this person, he was the vice president, so let's leave him. But when you tried, I was being pressured. Can you imagine? So he actually gave me a contest. When the results came, the person said I expected to get, that wasn't the case. So it means that he actually proved to himself what he did was actually like, it changed me in a way, because I was still contemplating how well this person doesn't really have the experience, because
I was
a new face. And you see, so if you are doing that, don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. So yes, let's move on.
I think probably so when I see I planned it with my sister, so it was very intentional. So I think maybe that's the reason why
then I think that's
that
the
pressure.
Reason. Yeah,
so intentionality in terms of anything is very important.
Very important. Yeah.
Because also I had a goal to achieve.
Okay.
I was like, I need to finish or be a leader at age 18. Like that was I don't know why I
so
said
you
that
actually
goal.
sat down to plan your life.
Yeah. So
wow.
in second year, when I was in second year, is when I had to. It felt like my only chance of being like realizing that dream. Although I had to push it further.
Okay.
But I mean, so when you have setbacks, you have to definitely revive yourself. So I felt like second year was my only chance of being a leader. So that was putting in the work, I guess. That was putting in the work to really make sure
But you didn't win.
I didn't win.
So you've written something down. This is what I want to achieve. It didn't happen. What happened? Like, did you in an instant try to, oh, if it didn't happen, then let me just stop. At least I wasn't able to raise the mark.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm human. I definitely have that kind of thinking, but I just don't dwell on things like that.
Okay.
So I was like, I have to win. I have to win. I have faith I'll win. Then boom, it doesn't go well. Of course, I will need some time to recover.
Exactly.
So I needed some time to like put myself back together and then switch the focus back to my academics.
Okay.
Nice enough, that semester I scored very well.
Wow, combining this leadership.
Was combining the leadership with
Wow.
I scored so well in that was second semester. Very good.
Hey.
By God's grace, I was like, hey.
Then let me even do it more.
Yes. Then I was motivated.
Okay.
And then that's where we chose our specializations. Then we entered into
the third year.
the third year.
So I realized that third year became the leader, right?
Yeah, so finally third year. My goodness.
But you see, let me also tell you something about me. When I wanted to become the leader for the first time, I was also very shy like this.
Okay.
So I was also thinking that, okay, if I become a leader, how am I even going to lead? That was my next question.
Okay.
Even if I become a leader, how am I going to lead? Did that kind of question like hit you up?
Yes. And then I had some people express some form of doubts with that.
Okay.
So sometimes it did, but I am someone who is self-motivated.
Okay.
I kind of have a shielded mind that while I take input from people to improve, I make sure that inputs I get from people don't weaken what I want to do. So I mean, I had some form of doubt also because people were saying them.
Yeah.
But by God's grace, I was able to pull through. You just have to be able to just take the first step and trust that the next step you take will do.
So now, third year, you won the election. And
So
I
won the elections in third year. I became leader in final year.
How was the feeling?
Finally, a dream come true.
Okay.
And then I didn't want to take it lightly.
Okay.
So I was like, I have toiled for it. No one really sent me.
Yeah.
I chose the path.
Okay.
So if I have chosen the path, then let me pursue it to the best of my abilities. So that was the mentality I started with. So right from the onset with my team, Nadal, Felix, my vice president, Caleb, my Wocom, and then the secretary, Joyce, and then Pretty. We came up with a roadmap right from the very first onset around October when we got sworn in. And then we came up with a roadmap on how we'll go about the whole process and try to execute them one by one. Like anything, every plan, some people are afraid to make plans because they're like, the plans will fail.
Okay.
But I mean, that's the thing.
You have to
be able to bounce back is actually where the difference is. So I wouldn't say that every plan we made went on smoothly.
Okay.
I mean, my team
but it was good to plan.
It was definitely good to plan. It did help in the long term. Now, in terms where we needed to come up with something immediately, we just go back and refer. Okay, we said we wanted to do that. Let's take that out.
But you see, I went to one of the professor's office and he told me that if you become a leader, it actually affects your results. And because of that, he was even discouraging people not to enter into the field of leadership because once you are here, your focus should be just academics. Is it true?
Once you are here, your focus should be just academics.
Okay, yes.
No. No.
Okay.
Once you are here, your focus should be growth. Growth.
Okay.
Want to grow in every aspect of your life.
Okay.
In every little way you want. That is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
So if you feel like you want to grow, as I said, I wanted to grow in my social life, so I chose the leadership. I wanted to be a point of change, so I chose leadership. Whatever you want to do, make sure you want to grow. Okay. And pursue it. So it's not about leadership. And then it's about mindset. It's true. Leadership with academics is hard. Because I remember I had to sometimes sacrifice some classes. And then sometimes even you had to help with something. And then sometimes you are sort of just exhausted. So I mean, you go to class or you take your materials to learn and it doesn't feel the same as when you had nothing doing, burden. So it is hard, but I mean, if you're able to, you see, sometimes we're always trying to look at the process, neglecting the end. At the end, you'll be so happy with yourself that hey, so I was able to hey,
wow, really?
like that kind of. So sometimes I sometimes tell myself that I'm a futuristic person.
Okay.
I look into the future and make it motivate me.
Mm.
I have hope, I have faith. Then I just let it motivate me. So I just look at it and like, okay, at the end, this is what will happen. So let me be motivated to go. And that's some of the things because I do feel like if probably I did not be the leader, like if I was not the president or anything, I probably would have been able to put more energy into increasing my CWA or into doing better in the courses. But I feel like the fact that I was able to get somewhere, like perform good in my academics and still be able to add a bit of the leadership goes to build me in some way holistically, so that I'm not focusing on only one part of my life. So that is some of the reasons.
Okay,
just good.
So before we actually go to the end of the whole thing, so leadership started without any form of leadership. You sat down to plan. Now you're a leader. You've actually gone through the process. You've been able to do your best. You had a roadmap. Everything worked out. Not everything 100%, but 100%. Actually you were able to achieve something, which is very good. Now, being a leader, academics is normal, but choosing maths in physics, you see, for those watching who don't really know much about the free department, when you choose the mathematical specialization, we have 6 specializations, and if you choose from the math field, it means that you are like, if everybody is doing 5%, you are going around 25%. You're putting work, and this same person, you are a leader, and being a leader combines. You are even talking about missing classes. You are stressed up and things, adding something, and not just take any specialization, but the math field. Why?
So it all stems back to the motivation of pursuing physics in first place. I want to be a researcher, a theoretical physicist. That's my motivation. So choosing the specializations, I can't choose a specialization now will not supplement the goal I want to achieve.
Even if it's difficult.
Even if it's difficult. I mean, put yourself through it.
You have to stretch yourself, even if it's difficult.
158 credit hours, I think, in total for applied maths.
Ours is 155.
Yeah, okay, so 158.
So you have three extra. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Wow. But it was okay.
It was difficult. I mean, it was difficult, but again, by God's grace, and then like tenacity, like always trying to push on, like motivating yourself, self-motivation. And then also, as I said, I had a very good support system too. So my family and then my close friends were all like pushing me in some way with the motivations and things they say, like, wow, Prince, you're really doing well, and things like that. Like, I'm like, I have to make them proud. Like,
you can't disappoint them.
Something like that. So like, I mean, applied math is difficult. In third year, in final year was, I mean, that was when I was president, and that was where I suffered. I felt like I suffered the most because my target for courses in applied maths were always 80 and above. But unfortunately, it had to reduce to 70 and above when I was in final year. So,
but you were always having A, but just I was 70 and above.
Yeah, I had A's, but it had to be 70 and above.
Did you ever get B in your
applied math?
Yeah, applied math.
No.
Straight A's.
Yeah, I got A's.
Wow.
But the in third year I was able to at least get something good, but in final year that's where I had to reduce the bar a little. But I felt like it was a worthy cost. But I just made sure that the trade was good enough that it won't cost me too much, but I would still be able to do something.
Wow. So before we continue, did you face any challenge? I think we are almost coming to the end of the whole conversation. I'm really enjoying it, but we can't talk too long because of time. So from SHS coming to the end of the university, I learned you finished your first class, right?
Yeah.
What were some of the challenges that you faced along the way?
Challenges.
Yeah.
So I mean, there are some basic things we all need.
Okay.
So I would say sometimes I needed some things like, because I remember when I was in second year,
Okay.
my laptop got um, destroyed.
Oh, okay.
And then here lies the case. I was studying or learning programming rigorously at the time.
Wow.
So it was a sort of setback.
At which year? Second year.
In second year.
Okay.
So I was learning programming. I mean, it was part of our courses.
Yeah.
But I was taking a course from ALX.
Okay.
So it was a setback, and then I mean it was obstructing some of my things. And then, well, like some other challenges. I mean, life is just full of challenges,
Yeah.
but it's how you really make it. It's how you, so you just make use of the things you have, and then don't complain too much.
Don't complain too much. Wow, that's good. That's good. Okay, so do you have any person or group of people that you want to appreciate that played a maximum role in your success journey? Any names that I want to mention, people that I want to give gratitude to, because I know this journey wasn't done just by you. I know people played a role in this thing, because it's not easy. It's not easy. So do you have any name that you want to mention, or you want to make it general?
So I mean I have a lot of people.
Okay.
Like honestly, a lot of people. So right from the onset, my parents,
Okay.
and then my family in general, my aunties, my uncles, because most parents will not listen to their children, and then force them to do something they think should be right.
Okay. Okay.
I have like
yes.
They'll force you. They'll force
you don't have any choice. You don't have
choice.
any say. You just have to follow.
They kind of had some belief in me that, okay, the guy says this is it.
Okay.
Let's have trust in him. And then they kind of, that also felt like in Twitter, say Arishim.
Yeah.
Like they had.
Why if you become a parent, will you do the same thing?
Yes. That's if
you think that thing helps, because if you just leave the child and your world just go and do something that you are not really impressed in, or
so the reason why I feel my parents were able to do that was that they trusted the upbringing they've given to me. As soon as you do that, it feels like you don't trust the upbringing of being a child. You've trained your child in a certain way from, say, the time he was given birth to age 15, age 16. Okay, most people even such as age 18.
Yeah.
Oh, why won't you have the confidence in them?
So you should just trust in them.
So, some degree, give them a 60-40 confidence rate. So, you are the parent, you have to back them up, try to jeer them from a bigger picture, because they've not seen the bigger picture of life. But they know what they are going through. So, you can suggest ways to tweak and make things better, but don't try to be controlling of their life.
Wow.
That's what I.
Okay, so from your parents, who else are you?
So then, from my parents, then my family, my aunties, my grandma, my uncles. I mean, I love my grandma so much. Grandma, and then my friends from senior high school, and then here, because Mom Fee was always like, "Hey, I'll be a very great physicist." Mom Fee was very encouraging, and then a lot of my other friends who still up to now from SHS text me, Lucas, and then a lot of other people, and then friends I found in the physics department. I made a lot of friends. I mean, you included. And then the lecturers were also, I mean, because some of the lecturers, like even in the math department, Dr. Bainson was very inspiring with how he went about the math.
So with the math specialization, you were taught by people for maths?
Yes, we did have, but Dr. Benson did not teach only the math specialization.
Okay.
For the math specialization, it was Robert Aqua.
Okay.
And Dr. Robert. He too was from. Yeah, but we did have, because we did math courses. So Dr. Benson was inspiring. Now, when it comes to the physics department, all the lecturers, all of them were so inspiring.
Wow.
Because, I mean, even the leadership, I forgot about astronomy. There was astronomy. I played a role as secretary in photonics too as well.
Yes.
So I mean, my life was so full in.
Wow.
Like,
so your president, photonics,
then astronomy,
Hey!
Yeah.
And not just titles, so he was actually playing the role. Wow, wow, inspiring.
Yeah. And then I would also want to thank Princess, because I mean she came in the latter part of my journey in the I mean in the what do you call it, in my undergraduate years, but I mean she played a good role.
Oh,
And then,
okay.
I mean I don't know, life has been interesting in this past 4 years. I mean, recalling, but all gratitude goes to God. And then yeah, thank you.
Okay, so now, what are your plans after undergrad? So what are...
Oh, okay. So I want to go ahead and pursue higher education.
Okay.
That's the plan.
Okay.
But I am interested in research.
Okay.
So like currently it's just quantum. I'm always like quantum foundations. My undergraduate thesis was in quantum sensing.
Okay.
And so I'm hoping to do something in quantum foundations, quantum optics, and that's the plan.
Okay.
But we are praying, and then we are keeping things. We are seeing that God will see us through.
Great. So now your final words. So someone who has just come to university watching this video, any final words that you have for them? How they should go up with their studies, how they should, like, everything that they should know before the 4 years is over.
Have a plan.
Okay.
Seriously. I think recently I was following this project. It's called Project 1356, 1256.
Okay.
What the manager, the account owner does is that he counts down from 1356, 1256 until it reaches 0. And then during the countdown, before the countdown starts, he has written a certain number of plans that he wants to accomplish by the end of the 1356 days. And then he counts down to 0 and checks them like that.
I've seen that video.
You've seen it?
Is it? I thought it was just mysterious something.
Mysterious? No. I was following him. Yeah.
Wow.
So he actually revealed on 2020 in 1st January.
Okay, the reason why he was very curious about
yes. So you can follow that. I mean, that also.
What's his name? So people will follow.
The account is Project 1356.
Okay,
but his name is Amorim or something.
Okay.
So like from that, it shows how essential it is to have a plan.
Yeah.
One thing is that it's not that all the plans would come, because I think I also wanted to do be a part of Sunday school in AGCM.
Okay.
I was part of Sunday school, but I was never able to teach a class.
At AGCM.
At AGCM. Okay. Although now I am a teacher in my local church and things like that, but I was not able to do that here. So it was a plan. Okay. So not that all the plans would come to pass, but it's important to make a plan. Right. Life is full of ups and downs, but make sure that you always try to make good use of whatever it is to be able to improve your life, to grow your life.
Yeah.
So and then I think also have that growth mindset. So be able to like allow yourself to be a better version of yourself.
Okay.
Because if I kept that timid attitude, I'm not sure I would have been able to achieve some of the things I achieved. So allow yourself to grow, explore. Life is like that.
How should they study?
So this is how you should study. You should have a routine. Okay. Routines really help. Routines kind of automate everything for you. So I remember even in first year and then in SHS, I had a routine that, I mean, we had preps, but sometimes when we come home, I had a routine strictly that from 7 to 9, no phones, just me and my books.
Okay.
So you should have a routine, a certain discipline.
Okay.
That every time at this stipulated time, this is what I'll be doing. What I also did was that I made studying fun. So apart from that block of time that I dedicate to actual studying, I made studying fun in the way that on Instagram, I'm an Instagram person.
Okay.
I'm always on Instagram. On Instagram, I followed science content. Okay. I followed physics content. I followed contents about art. I also like art. and then things like that. So that actually intentionally makes me. So I like Instagram. Obviously, when I take my phone, the first thing I'm going to do is
come. So you keep on
I'll
you be learning.
I'll just be reading and learning.
Wow.
Like
I think I have to write this one. I've learned this one too. Wow, interesting.
Yeah, and then on YouTube. So I intentionally, you see these platforms, they use algorithms.
Okay.
So I intentionally subscribe to things like that, so that the algorithm keeps giving me things that will allow me to learn more. Okay. So that's my way of making studying fun. So one, you have to have a specific routine, a discipline that, okay, every time at this dedicated time, this is what I want to do. Sometimes those around that time, I really don't want to learn.
Okay.
What I do is I take my pen, I take my paper. I am not learning. I'll just be drawing, scribbling, trying to remember what did I study the day before. What did I? So I'll just be doing things like that. I will not learn anything new. By the time I realize 9 p.m., yay, I'm going to take my phone. I'll take my phone. I'm going to Instagram. What am I going to do? Scrolling these science contents, and then like little by little.
Wow.
That is how
it becomes natural.
It just becomes a part of you.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's good. That's very good. Yeah. So while people are struggling, sit down. People have strategies. So strategies. Yeah. This person always on Instagram. Why he's learning? Wow. Yeah. I'm really motivated by just these ones, small ones. Wow, interesting.
Yeah, so that's what I was doing.
Wow, that's good. So I think we've been very inspired on this interview, and I think I've had many people come on the interview, but you've actually gone the extra mile. Yes, and you've done well. I think people watching, especially the first years and those who are yet to come to university, those who are in second year, third year, they should all listen, like pay attention to what he said, because that's why I said initially that you see some people actually study, you see them doing the work, but he's that kind that you won't actually see them doing it, but you see the results. So you just do it flawlessly, like everything is just done like that, and you see the strategy that he was talking about. So it's very important. Follow everything that we've mentioned here. And the last thing is that if people want to connect with you, because I know some people will like to maybe connect personally with you and learn from you, be their mentors and all of that. So where can they reach you? I think your number won't be the best, but maybe any social media platform that they can reach you.
I mean, they can definitely get me on email. I'm active on my email. Okay. And then I am on Medium. So I have a lot of articles on Medium. If you comment on the articles, I could interact with you there.
So you've written many articles. Yeah, how many so far?
About 7.
7 articles.
About 7 articles. Wow. Varying. Some on quantum foundations like non-contextuality, some on quantum entanglement, some on mindset and growth, some on my passions for physics. I wrote one peculiar one that sparked the debate in second year about time. Some people say time is a scalar, some people say time is a vector. I wrote a nice article. I defined something we call duration, and defined something we call time, and I defined something we call the arrow of time.
Please go and check this article.
So yeah, it's on Medium. So if you type medium.com/@photonk, you would see all my articles there. Wow. I have some other ones that I've not really put there.
What about LinkedIn?
I'm also on LinkedIn. So Prince Oduasare. You'll see me on LinkedIn as well.
The Instagram there is very important.
My Instagram is PhotonK8421.
Okay.
PhotonK8421.
Okay, then thank you very much for watching this interview. I'm really blessed to have you here, and I don't know, I'm really short of words because I didn't know this how it was going to turn out. I thought, we are just going to be inspired, but this is super inspired. I'm more than inspired because I didn't know how to study. It's something that people go online, search, how do I even study? But he has made it so easy that even if you don't want to study, you force yourself to study without even knowing. Wow, I'm very inspired. So thank you once again for watching. Please, those watching, don't forget to subscribe, like, share. Make sure people around you get to hear about this video. Share, because this person, we can't just keep him here. People internationally should know him. Make this video trend. Okay. Thank you once again for watching. See you next time.